Hey guys, what's up? TokyoNicholas here. A couple of people in the stream have asked me to put together a early game farm management guide for the jungle, so I'm gonna be putting that together for you today. Loading up into a game here is Grux. One of the fastest clears, one of the best farmers in the jungle. So I think it's a pretty good game to show you how to manage your minions and gank effectively. Grux also a really good ganker, so we'll be working on that here today. The best way to start, from what I found, is to clear all three of these white camps. As a jungler, you do want to try to keep track of your own jungle minions. They spawn every minute on the minute and stack up to 5. They won't stack higher than 5, so if there's a 5 camp in your jungle and it rolls over to a minute, you're technically losing a minion in your jungle, losing some CS. So you do have to keep track of your jungle. I can see the Countess is starting on my outside left camp, so I'll know that at least one of those minions is going to be gone permanently. So yeah, he just took the one with his Shadow Slip. No, he's taking both of them, so I know that there's not going to be a minion camp there. So that's one less camp that I'll have to farm later on, but it does give me the opportunity to actually make an invade or a gank instead of farming that one minion camp. So I'll go ahead and work my way around the jungle here. My goal here is to clear all three of these camps, take my green back, buy an item, clear the inside camp on the left, and then go to their river buff and make a gank. Depending on how the Countess does in that lane, if she's not too chunked out of her own lane, I could essentially make a gank at around 2 minutes 40 seconds. So we'll have to see how that goes. I see the Wukong on the right's already pushed out. Chances are their Rampage is probably clearing his green jungle right now. I'm probably just about getting to his green buff. He's got a slower clear than I do. So I'll definitely be able to fight him at his river buff. Grux, one of the fastest clears in the game in the jungle. It's 2 minutes 10 seconds. I have the opportunity to go back. I always take quick exit on my junglers. It's a very, very good gem. So I'll be able to hop back out onto the field really quickly. Iggy's going to be ganking for the left lane here. Countess is really low. If that gank doesn't go through, it looks like they're just going to force him back here. Gideon doesn't rotate to go with him. So this camp right here will get me level 3 and a couple more XP on top of that. So level 3, have all 3 of my spells. I'll be able to play on this left side here. They're pushing up the Wukong out of his jungle too. I chunked him out of his jungle, took the buff, popped his green. It's a benefit. That's a beneficial, very beneficial trade for me, and I can actually fight him here if he stays. So now I've stolen 2 minions from him, 1 minion. Push him out of his jungle, and I'll actually steal his right side too. He won't be able to go against that. So I do know that since I cleared the right side of my jungle by 2 minutes, there's actually 2 minions in there now. I'll steal these minions here, then there'll be 3 minions in my right jungle. So I did only manage to steal 1 minion from him earlier, but this is going to make 6 total minions that I've stolen from his jungle. Every minion I steal gives me a chance to have my minions stack up. Like I said, there's 3 minions in my jungle. I could back here, take 2 minutes to do something on the map, and make it to my right jungle before they roll over. So left lane does need some help, but he's really chunked out to actually help me. But I could probably get a solo kill onto the Velika. I don't really need to stop for any jungle minions because I do know that I have time. But there is a buff in 20 seconds, so it's very likely that there's going to be a jungler on this side of the map soon. So I'll just go for the buff. They must have seen it coming. I don't know if there's a lamplighter on the Bellica. So they must have seen it coming. I could just play on the buff. And that means they'll make 4 minions in my right side at this point in time. I could either play for his green. That's unfortunate. Got it stolen with the auto attack. It's a very aggressive play. I do see the Rampage playing on the left buff here. Left lane is missing. This could be dangerous for me, but I do know the Rampage is on the right side, so this could be a good steal for me. So I'll take it, and I'll clear these out just to get the timer as well. And I'll go and help mid. This is going to have a flank because they'll never expect me to come from this direction. Oh, I did fool him. So I know there'll be 5 minions on each camp here in just a moment. So I'll go back, clear my minions out, and probably back up, take my green, and make another gank. So by waiting for my jungle to stack up, it's much easier to clear out like this. I see mid's gonna die here. Oh, he made it out alive. That's fine. It's much easier to clear 5 minions once than it is to clear a 3 stack and a 2 stack at 2 separate occasions. Much more efficient on your time, and much more efficient to be across the map. And that's why it's really important to keep track of what's stacked up. On my left side, it's going to be stacked as well. I see the Countess again taking the left side camps. Very good to do as an offlaner, get yourself a little bit of extra farm. But I'm trying to clear this out before 7 minutes so I don't lose any farm. I might be losing minions on my inside left camp, but I'm not losing any minions in the right jungle quite yet. I do believe I actually only have 3 or 4 minions on that camp, so I do have some time before I have to make it over there and actually clear that out. So I'll pick up my Nitro boost, makes my ganks pretty potent. I'll get my green buff, and I'll look for another gank. The Wukong's going to be a tough target to gank just because of his 2 escapes. If he uses them correctly, I really can't gank him. But mid's a difficult gank too, but he is looking pretty right now. I didn't make it to the 7-minute buff because I was clearing out my jungle. Was too low on health and mana to make it there, but I'll be in a prime position to make a gank here. And I'll actually, I'll check this inside left camp since left lane is going to be, he's in trouble. I don't think I can make it to him in time. So I have until 9 minutes to clear this inside camp out. If this guy stays for the greedy farm, I can kill him. Close. Close, but no cigar. It's a good stun by the Bellica to keep me off the Murdoch. Like I said, I do have until 9 minutes to clear this camp before I lose any buff or any minions, and I do want to be at the buff at 9 minutes on the left-hand side. I should have just enough time to do this. It's a risky buff if the Rampage does show up. I know the left lane won't be able to get there because they do have to back, but if the Rampage does show up, he could kill me with his ult. He'll just ult and rock and kill me easily. So I'll just put myself in a good position where I can take the buff and get out of here. I do have points to spend, but I'm going to wait till I base. Alright, so they're all fighting on right side. I'll beat the timer on the green. Since I did take the timer, it could possibly be up, and he's taking it now. He's going to have it. So this right buff should be up as well. And since I got the buff, I'll probably have the minions too. Yep, there's 5 more minions I can steal. Once I clear these, that's 11 minions I've stolen from him. 11 minions I'll have that he doesn't have. I didn't get a chance to steal him because he's here, but he's clearing his own camp on that side. It's kind of amazing he didn't stop me here. He's still letting me take these for free. He might be scared even though he's got teammates. No, there's no reason for him to be scared here. My team stopped him, but again, 11 minions I've stolen from him. I'm going to keep the timers on my camp. So there are 4 here. I'll make a clear through my right side when I get back and clear it out. Then look for another gank. I have 3,600 gold to spend. I'll probably pick up my growth totem here just a little bit early. I'll get my tyrant, I'll get my growth totem, and I'll keep my siege for the extra clear. So unfortunately left does need help, but I'll have to make it back to my right side by 11 minutes. I'll probably have to end up using my green to clear. So I'd rather lose 3 minions in my jungle and keep the tier 2 tower than lose the tower just for a couple farms. So that's why I made it over there. But it's time for me to get back to my right side. Now just checking the farm. This guy's got 31 and I've got 55. I've got a huge lead on him just because I've been managing my farm efficiently. Now again, I do have 5 stacks here, so I'll clear these out, get to my green buff, and since I do have tyrant, this is going to give me 15 stacks on my tyrant just by clearing out my jungle, managing it effectively. I'll be able to stack my tyrant and really scale into this mid game really well. It is a possibility that the right buff is up as well, so I can peep the corner as I make my way around here. Clear out my camps real quick just so I can check on the buff and then take a peep. And someone needs to defend mid. It is up, but I do need to clear out my minions before 12 minutes or I'm going to lose some. See if I can scare this guy off of the lane here. Get him to use his portal. There, he's gone. Go back to clear my minions. As long as I kill this one by 12 minutes, it's not going to roll over and I'm not losing any jungle efficiency. So that's fine. I'll be able to do that easily. And I'll actually have a 6th minion here too, so I'll know. It's going to be I'm going to have staggered minions in my jungle. That means this camp's going to have 0. The others are going to have 1. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult to keep track of. But it is just something. I do have 17 stacks already on my tyrant. Really good to have by just 12 minutes. I'm scaling really strong with power. Have my green buff, 20 stacks. That's, what is it, 8 extra power already just from my tyrant. So that's really nice to have. I can look aggressively into his jungle at this point. I do have green. My jungle's clear. I do have camps on the left. But I'm doing great on the farm. Now this Wukong's starting to take his jungler's farm. So this jungle is going to be very far behind in comparison to me. So he's got his green as well. I'm assuming most of his jungle's cleared out. Buffs are in 10 seconds, so we can ping to take the buffs. Yeah, most of his jungle is cleared out, so I'll take this buff, head to my left camps, and see if I can make... Oh, I have a purple. I'll see if I can make a play around the map. I know I can hear him in his jungle right here on his inside camp. There's not going to be any point in invading. Oh, he's got 3s there. I can actually fight him here at this buff. It's just a little BM steal, really. So now I've taken 14 minions. I've taken 14 minions from this guy. I see the Bellica coming. I do need to get out of here. I've taken 14 minions from him. That's essentially like a 28 minion swing. It's 14 minions I have that he's never going to have. And especially with my tyrant, that's really important. So clear this 5 camp out so it doesn't roll over. And look for another gank here. Left lane is really pushed up, but I doubt they'll push up even farther. So again, my farm game is really good. I have 11 pips to this guy's 9. So doing pretty well in managing my farm, and I'm at the position now where I can just look to be aggressive with my team. I can group up. I've got my power spikes, and I could just group up with my team, and I'll even ping it. I pinged it, but they didn't come. Lucky for me, he missed that rock. We still got the kill on the Bellica, which is pretty nice. Pretty low team, but the Wukong's trying to come in and clean up. This is quickly turning into a bad fight. Lucky for us, the Gideon actually missed his ult. It was too high. Buffs are in 5 seconds. I could probably re-engage once I get this buff. And it is a purple. That's a great buff for me to have in this situation since there are so many low heroes on the map. Countess is taking left and right lane's pushing in for us, so this isn't a bad engagement. He's dead. He's dead. So push in mid. We can push in mid to create pressure. Like this is the benefit of being so farmed now. I don't really have to pay attention to my jungle. Really clearing out my jungle is going to be a second priority at this point. Since I am ahead, I'll look to clear out his jungle and fall back onto my jungle with stacked 5 camps. This is going to be a free tier 2. Since we did win that fight so hard, it's going to be really easy for us to take that. And then I should be able to snag this green buff really sneaky. The Iggy's running them right to me. I'm not going to have time to clear out the timer. He's mad. He's mad I took it. So pop the green buff. That's fine. It's not really my buff. So I'll just peep this timer. And there's 3 here, so I know I have until 18 minutes till they're 5 and 19 minutes to clean them out. So I'll go back to my right-hand side with some upgraded items. And I do have my own personal green buff up as well. River buffs are at 17 minutes. They're fighting in mid. Looks like they're winning the fight on their own. But I do have 5 stacks. I'll clean them out real quick just so I can stay efficient. And again, just looking at the farm. Their jungler is 56. I have 90. So I have about a 40 CS lead on this guy just by managing my camps really efficiently here. And it's hard to tell the Tyrant stacks, but you can tell right above my health bar at the bottom. You can see it's looks like maybe 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. And I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave that 1 minion there. It's not really efficient to clear out 1 minion at a time. Now, it looks like no one grabbed that 17-minute river buff, so I'll check that and grab it, pick it up real quick. It is a purple. I'll leave that until my green buff. Hopefully it'll still be there. It's kind of a risk, especially without a ward, to see if anyone's taking it, but I'll leave it and grab it with my green and try to make a good gank. So that killing that buff, if I do get to it, is actually going to give me my 50th stack. So it'll give me my 200 bonus health from Tyrant. So this is perfect to have green buff and purple buff at this point in time. It'll be a really nice flank if I can actually get to the fight. I can even dive tower like this. So that was a pretty easy kill just because I have the purple buff. So now we have an opportunity. We could actually even take this inhibitor mid because of how hard we won that last fight. We need the inhib. Very nice flank. Good job. Now we can fall back, and like I said, I do have until 19 minutes to clear my inside weak side camp, so I'll head over there, but I can make a steal before I do that. There's really nothing for me to steal here. I'll head to my inside camp. I can use some mana since the buff is going to be up in 10 seconds. Clear that out and head back out on the field. And my team's winning so hard right now because how well we've been team fighting, and also in part to how well I've been stealing the jungle and setting their jungler behind. When he's behind and doesn't have much to jungle, he's going to be a lot less efficient. Rampage is a pretty good early to mid game hero, so here's a purple buff for me. We could essentially win the game right here if we play it correctly. If we get 1 pick and get an extra inhib, the Countess is on left pretty much taking that for free. So I'll go to the right where all these low heroes are and try to look for a pick really quick. There's my pick. I'll just try to get out of here now. So got the kill. I don't think the Murdoch will be able to catch up to me. So unless this is a 5, this is a 5, so I will take it. It's about half of an attribute point taking a 5 camp. And I'm backing, and we're going to set up for prime pretty soon. We might even get the left side. So now I've taken close to 25 minions from this guy. Again, that's about, if you calculate 25 minions that I have, the 25 minions that he won't have, that's about a 50 minion swing. And they actually just got stomped so hard they're going to surrender there. So that'll show you what efficient farming will do for you in the jungle. If you could just take a quick look at the gold, I have 20,000. This guy's got 14,600. So about 5,000 gold, 5 attribute points that I took from that guy by managing my jungle efficiently. Even ended up out farming their carry. It did help that our team did fight really efficiently as well. They took really solid engagements. That could be in part to the fact that their jungler couldn't really make it to where he wanted to go. I did chunk him out in his jungle a couple times, but all in all, really solid game. So there you have it, guys. That's some jungle minion management. Make sure you're keeping track of your timers. Make sure you're at buffs. Make sure you're at river buffs, and make sure you gank as often as possible. As always, if you do like the content, there will be more of it coming out in the future. This is only my second guide video, so I do have deck guides, gameplay guides for jungle and offlane coming. So if you guys like the video, make sure you like it and subscribe to the channel. Also, go ahead and follow my stream as well if you guys are on Twitch, twitch.tv/TokyoNicholas, and I am also on Twitter as twitter.com/TokyoNicholasTV. Until next time, guys, stay finessing.